Hey everyone, Cherie here, blackblockchainconsultants.com. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I'm here to talk today about the top six jobs that a black person should consider within the blockchain industry. Before I do that, I want to ask you to like and subscribe to the channel, like the video. We're trying to get our subscriptions up, so please help a girl out. Thank you so much. Black Blockchain Consultants is an organization. We're quickly becoming the largest organization of black blockchain professionals on planet Earth. Our goal is 1 million black people introduced to blockchain and being introduced to blockchain jobs or businesses or investments that they can make in blockchain companies. So that is what we are aiming for. Before I talk about the six career opportunities or consulting opportunities you would have, I always like to talk about us selecting a major. So if you've gone to college or you have family that's gone to college, you usually have freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year. So freshman year is you come in and you take your 101 classes, your basic classes. And in the blockchain space, that's just understanding blockchain 101. Then sophomore year, you begin to take your electives, kind of figure things out. You take, a little bit higher classes. Junior and senior year in college, what do? You pick a major based on the career that you want to decide on. So the point of this video is to talk about some of the career opportunities or the consulting opportunities that are going to be available for you if you want to start a blockchain consulting company. So number one is being a blockchain consultant for a specific industry and a specific vertical, whether it's the energy, whether it's cybersecurity, whether it's healthcare, human resources. You can decide based on an industry. And I'm going to add a part B to that. You can also decide based on a location. So whether it's a certain country in the Caribbean or a certain country in Africa or a certain city or state in the United States where you want to be known. For example, there's a guy that I did a video on, Mr. Moreno, Brendan I think is his first name, who wants to be the blockchain in Cleveland guru. So, he's putting his stamp into Cleveland. So you can do the same thing. That's number one. Number two is you can choose to major in smart contracts. How, people can understand smart contracts, how they implement smart contracts. A lot of people will be looking for people to actually code those smart contracts, and the smart contract space is changing very much where it'll be more of a WYSIWYG. I think it's actually starting now, where WYSIWYG is what you see is what you get. So you could be the person that takes the information in from a client and enters it into a smart coding system, and then the code actually creates itself and runs itself. So you may want to consider majoring in smart contracts. Number three, tokenization of assets. Going to be really, really huge. What is tokenization of assets? So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say that there is a piece of property. Let's say it is a bridge, and the people that own the bridge, let's say it's the county, wants to raise some money. They can auction off pieces of the bridge, and they may end up auctioning off in a cyber method. They may end up auctioning off 3,816 pieces of that bridge, and you can be an owner of a piece of the Brooklyn Bridge, for example, or a piece of the Golden Gate Bridge. But it's not just going to be for bridges and government. This is going to start moving into private property as well. There's a recent article that I read about where there was tokenization of assets of a piece of art. So this is going to be big. There may be tokenization of assets of music. and publishing rights, all sorts of things happening within this. So you can choose to major in tokenization of assets and become an expert on that. Number 4, you can choose to major in a specific platform, installing, running, setting up, and maintaining a specific platform. Could be Hyperledger, could be Amazon, Oracle has Orablock. There are, Ethereum, there are Dragon Chain, all sorts of platforms where you can choose to know everything about that specific platform. And when someone comes to you, they're coming to you because they want to set up, launch, and maintain that specific blockchain platform. I am going to make a suggestion to you, and this is just Cherie's thought. I would suggest you choose a private blockchain platform. Why? Because companies most likely are not going to use public platforms. They're just not. So you want to choose a private blockchain because that way you can get into Fortune 500 companies, Fortune 1000 companies, small businesses, mid-sized businesses, etc. And that, in my opinion, that is going to be where the money is. Okay? So that's number 4. Number 5 is you can be a generalist that helps somebody select the best platform for them. The reason why I thought about this is because if I am an executive at a company, and let's say the IBM Hyperledger people come to sell me, I know that they are probably not going to tell me about the benefits and limitations of the Amazon system or of the Google system. And then Alibaba has its systems in other places. And I thought about this and I thought, there may be a group of people out there, it wouldn't surprise me, that want a non-biased opinion about what's the best blockchain platform for them. So again, just a thought, if you wanted to be a generalist in terms of knowing about all the platforms and connecting people with the appropriate platforms, you can do that as well. And number 6, and the final one that I think that you should consider, this is not an all-inclusive list, but this is, a good list to start with, is user experience. So we had a very, very good discussion with the CEO of Betty Media. Her name is Bettina Justien, and you probably want to go. I'm going to give you the link to that interview. But user experience within blockchain, as blockchain becomes more mainstream and more consumers start using it, that's going to be really, really big. And guess what? You do not have to be a coder. You do not have to be a coder to work in terms of user experience. So you want to think about how the internet got started. And initially it started with people putting in 162.89.334 blah, 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 blah. Nobody knew how to do that until the user experience changed, and all of a sudden I can tell you, put in blackblockchainconsultants.com. That's how you can find us. So blockchain is going through the shift now of user experience, and you can choose to major in user experience for blockchain projects. So that's it for me. We are having our How to Create a Six-Figure Blockchain Consulting Business class starting on December 6th. If you're seeing this video after December 6th, don't worry, you'll be able to hear the replay. It is on the December 6th. If you get in and you're a BBC member, it's $49. You can go into Flock and get the code for the $100 off. Even if you pay the full $149, I promise you it will be worth it. It is a 3-part course. We're going to be talking about the 7 things you should consider as you're starting your blockchain consulting company. The second class is going to be about marketing and budgeting, and the third class is going to be about success hacks with regards to your blockchain business. And I promise you, I'm teaching it myself, it's going to be really good. So you'll want to be there. December 6th is the start date. That is it for me. God bless you. And I hope you choose a major, actually put in the comments, let me know what major you are selecting because I really want to know what you're choosing to focus on.